Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Emmanuella Budu, and I am a student at the University of Botswana with the Department of Computer Science. I am going to give a presentation today on the topic Experimental Investigation on the Analysis of 3 Data Imputation Methods for Cervical Cancer Risk Prediction Algorithms. This work makes up part of my MSc dissertation. In this presentation, I will first give the motivation behind this work, addressing the problem area. Then we will consider the research objectives and look at the research approach. Thirdly, we will look at the outcomes or the results from the experiments. And then finally, we will review the conclusions and give an outlook for future research. Before the surge of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, a report published by the World Health Organization revealed that cervical cancer was the 4th deadliest disease diagnosed in women all over the world. Approximately 90% of all cervical cancer deaths were recorded in low and middle income countries, and this is because of the inadequate resources available for testing for the disease and treating the disease. Now, advancements in technology have brought about research on the use of machine learning to identify women with cervical cancer. These algorithms work by building a predictive model over a data set to identify patterns in the data set that correspond to cervical cancer. The sole purpose of using these algorithms is to help in the diagnosis of cervical cancer. However, the successful implementation of these algorithms is dependent on the quality of the dataset used. That is because in machine learning, the quality of the dataset used corresponds to the performance of the system or the algorithm. So, if erroneous data is fed into the model, you will get poor results. In the medical domain, missing data values in medical datasets are a recurring problem, usually attributed to input errors, lack of proper documentation, and patients' privacy concerns. This hinders the work of researchers in conducting predictive analysis on these datasets. This is because it is a challenging task to handle missing data in machine learning algorithms, mainly due to the fact that many of such algorithms have not been designed to operate on datasets with missing values. The traditional approach to addressing missing data completely removes records with missing data. However, this is highly dependent on the amount of data that is available. More efficient approaches use estimates of missing values that is known as data imputation. Data imputation methods are designed to achieve better classification results and improve reproducibility of machine learning algorithms. There are various data imputation strategies that have been proposed over the years, and most of these are based on statistical methods and other machine learning algorithms. In order to ensure the effectiveness of cervical cancer risk prediction algorithms, there's a need to consider the quality of the datasets that we feed into these algorithms with regards to addressing missing data and all other issues concerned. Therefore, the main objective of this research study was to analyze the effects of 3 commonly used data imputation methods on the performance of existing cervical cancer risk prediction algorithms. To realize this objective, we conducted experiments using the following. First, a dataset, that is the Cervical Cancer Risk Factors dataset from the University of California IV Machine Learning Repository. This dataset contains the medical history or medical records of patients who visited a gynecology unit at a medical facility in Venezuela. There are 32 input features and 4 target variables. We also utilized 3 commonly used data imputation methods, that is mean, mode, and median substitution. We utilized variants of 2 existing cervical cancer risk prediction algorithms based on a multi-layer perceptron network, that is an MLPN, and a random forest algorithm. Each of the variants was implemented with a different data imputation method. We also evaluated the performance of these algorithms using the accuracy obtained from the experiments conducted. Now, here is a summary of the variants of the algorithms that were used in this research study. The variants are derived from the application of each of the 3 data imputation methods on the algorithms. Algorithm YGXYJ is based on a multi-layer perceptron network and is proposed or was proposed by Yang and others in 2019. GSKVA is based on a random forest algorithm and was proposed by Gita and others in 2019. The algorithms are named here based on the first letter of the surnames of each of the authors who proposed it. The first results we are going to look at are for the target variable biopsy. When the variants of the algorithms were executed on the imputed dataset, these are the results that we obtained. For algorithm YGXYJ, we noticed that the variant YGXYJ** obtains the highest classification accuracy at 94.19%. This variant utilizes median substitution for data imputation. That means that all the missing data or all the missing values in this dataset were replaced with the median value of the column in which that particular value was found. For algorithm GSKVA, we notice that the variant GSKVA plus obtains the highest classification accuracy at 92.25%. This variant utilizes mean substitution for data imputation. For the target variable cytology, we notice that for algorithm YGXYJ, the variant YGXYJ** obtains the highest classification accuracy at 96.51%. This is the same as the experiment we conducted before with the target variable biopsy. Now this variant also utilizes median substitution for data imputation. Now for the algorithm GSKVA, we notice that the variant GSKVA*, which utilizes mode for data imputation, obtains the highest classification accuracy at 91.86%. Now for the target variable scalar, we notice a slightly different trend because for algorithm YGXYJ, we notice that the variant which utilizes mode for data imputation, that is YGXYJ plus, obtains the highest classification accuracy at 92.64. For algorithm GSKVA, we notice that the variant GSKVA plus, which utilizes mean for data imputation, achieves the highest classification accuracy at 85.27%. Finally, for the target variable Henselman, we notice a similar trend for the two algorithms. We notice that for algorithm YGXYJ, the variant YGXYJ*, which utilizes mean value for data imputation, achieves the highest classification accuracy. For GSKVA, we notice that the variant GSKVA plus, which also utilizes mean for data imputation, achieves the highest classification accuracy. The inferences from these results are that different data imputation methods have varying effects on the classification accuracy of the algorithms that were explored in this study. For example, the highest classification accuracy was obtained under the Henselman target variable when mean was used for data imputation. We also observed that the use of effective data imputation methods can improve the classification accuracy of cervical cancer risk prediction algorithms and in turn improve the diagnosis of the disease. Therefore, this study can be extended in future to explore alternative data imputation strategies and datasets as well in order to identify the best data imputation strategy for use in this area of research. And this brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention.